I love Keanu. He's out there and he's quietly paying his own mind. By the way, a pro this year, Keanu Reeves, everybody. Last year's Toyota Pro Celebrity Champion. By the way, before we get to the race, Keanu, I know how much you love this race. And, you know, we're talking to Dave Payson. He's like an auction winner. You know, there are ways to get in this race as many times pretty much as you want.
That's awesome. I have to do that.
So what was it like being back there with the big boys?
Well, I didn't see them for long. It was nice training with them.
Yes.
And then once the race started, they kind of took off. But for this, it was a great race. It seemed like there was cars crashed, cars on fire. I mean, I'm looking at the cars, and like every car is bashed and smashed. It's awesome. And I'm looking when we get out of the cars, everybody's just smiling and grinning.
Well, having been through this last year, I'm sure there were a few of the drivers that say, you know, what do I do? What do I do to win?
No, they don't ask me that.
They didn't ask you that?
They didn't ask me that.
Gee, I thought you might volunteer that information.
Well, no, because of the way I won, but I was just, you know, drive your own race. But I had a really good time out there. I got to, you know, hang out with Jamie Bestwick a little bit. I love him too.
Look at all these people, they love you. So, is it safe to say that in the future sometime we might have you back up here?
It would be an honor.
An honor for us as well. Keanu Reeves, everybody. Thanks, Keanu. Great job as always. All right, hey, let's get, can I get Chris Ashworth up here? There were a number of accidents out. Did everybody get to see the race pretty good today, the celebrity race? Yeah, Chris, come on up here. Chris Ashworth is our Toyota dealer who, last time I saw his car was on fire. Grab that mic right there, Chris. All right, so...
Yeah!
You got fans, Chris. You got fans out there, Chris. So, all right, you give us the accident situation, because all I know is I see fire under your car.
You know, it's funny. The car in front of me got black flags, so I thought he was going to pull over, so I undertook him for that turn one, and I guess didn't have enough time to make the corner properly, and there's Jesse sitting right there, and bang, you know, T-boned him pretty hard. So I don't know where Jesse is, but I hope he's feeling better than I am.
Yeah, I don't know if everyone saw this, because Jesse McCartney hit the wall in turn one. He spun, and people were clearing him, and then you came and just T-boned him. What was that split second as you realized you were going to do that?
O-S.
Oh, man.
That's the beginning of the word.
I mean, we watched the replay about 700 times, and I just cringed. So you're okay on this?
I'm fine.
You're okay?
Back from my neck, I'm good.
You're okay.
Yeah, I had a fabulous time. This is awesome. The charity's amazing. Thank you, fans. You're brilliant.
All right, Chris Ashworth, everybody. Good job, Chris. Wow. Hope you're okay, man. That was unbelievable what we saw out there. Let's get Tanner up here right now. Tanner Faust, who finished second overall today. Chasing, it's like you're chasing bass everywhere, Tanner, first of all.
Story of my life, well, I wish it was the story of my life. Jimmy Vasser's not a bad guy to chase, you know?
No, one of the great legends out here. But Tanner, this was a race that you knew they were novice. Well, they're mostly novice. Did they surprise you with some of the
qualifying times? I mean, there were 8 people within a second. It was like, you know, it was like the World Challenge guys out here, where everything was very, very competitive. It was amazing. The very first day of training, not so much. It was pretty scary. But by the very end, I love you too. By the end of this race, you know, it was incredibly hard to get through traffic, so I just followed Jimmy.
You know, the one thing I love about this race every year, Tanner, is the camaraderie. You know, it gets a little fierce out on the track, but you share this experience with, you know, new people you never met before, and being a part of that's got to be special.
You know, it's cool. You sit in the locker room and you pass your socks around and smell each other's feet and everything. It's a bonding, you know, it's a tight bonding experience. No, it really is, and I think that's part of competition. If you're just hanging out at a bar or hanging out and talking, that's one thing, but when you're nervous about something and there's competition going on and you know that 10 minutes from now that guy could take me to the wall, and you know, it comes to a higher level. So you get to know each other pretty quick when you're competing against each other.
Well, Tanner, great race. So close.
Thanks.
All right, Tanner Faust, everybody, second overall today. All right, who's coming up next? Oh, Let's get the legend himself. Let's get the legend himself, the man who is our overall champion, a man that knows Long Beach all so well. Jimmy Vassar, everybody. Jimmy, our champion this year. Grab that mic over there, Jimmy. Okay, so every year we see the pros trying to sift their way through the crowd, and this one had a little bit of everything. Jimmy, obviously accidents started coming all over the place. Now you got the restart, so what were you thinking at that point?
I was thinking, at first actually I laid back on the restart because I saw that Bryan and Adrian were having such a great battle, and it was going to be kind of a two-lap thing. I wanted them to battle it out. I didn't want to get in the middle of it. But Adrian kind of fell back a little bit, and I was able to pass him. So then I went ahead and went after Bryan. But I've watched a lot of these races from the fence and from the pit lane, and they're all pretty enjoyable. But I can't ever remember having to see one this crazy and this much carnage. I mean, we got cars burning down, drivers that are lost in the infield somewhere, and it was just a crazy race, a lot of fun. Had Tanner on my back for most of the race. I was able to check out a little bit, but he was able to come back in traffic and all that. And I know he's working with Paul Tracy on some TV show with the Speed Channel. And I know that Paul Tracy told him to take me out. So I got words with Tracy.
Mr. Vassar, what does this city of Long Beach mean to you? You've been a champion here, you're a champion again. What is it like to be out here in Long Beach?
Well, I don't know if you guys can even hear, but Long Beach is dear to my heart. Been here many times. Won it only once, but should have a couple other times, I think. But Long Beach is the greatest. You guys rock.
There he is, Jimmy Vassar, everybody, our overall champion of 2010. Let's bring up now our celebrity champion, Bryan Austin Green. There you go, Bryan. Congrats, man. Grab the mic over there.
Thank you.
So we were talking before the race about this possibility of you being a champion, and now you are a champion, man. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
By the way, Bryan was last in this race 13 years ago, so it took 13 years for you to figure out how to win this thing, apparently.
It took actually 14 years. It took 14 years and a baby blue car for me to be up here. But Long Beach is amazing. The fans are amazing. It was so fun running around and having everybody cheering. I want to say real quick, because I didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to before. Adrian Brody, wherever you are, he is a fantastic racer, and so much fun. That was one of the funnest things I've ever done in my entire life, and it's because of him. It's because the two of us had such a great time going for it,
Well, I got to get your thoughts, Bryan, because there you are, as they have the full course yellow for several laps.
Yeah.
I told you were going to get 2 more laps. You're at the front of the pack. Vassar's a couple of cars behind Adrian. So what were you thinking as you're going through those laps?
I was hoping that Vassar and Tanner would get between Adrian. If they got up there, that I would have a chance, that it would create some space. Then,
Right?
and then Tanner nails me.
This thing. So what happens is Tanner's behind you. He just rams you right into Vassar.
Right into Jimmy, and I looked in the mirror and he was waving like sorry. And you know what? I bought your sorry completely. I believed it. It was honest, and I loved it. So I look and he's waving in the mirror. So I let him pass. I was like, I want to see these two go for it. And it was so great then getting to run the rest of the race behind the two of them, two of the greatest racers we could have had out here. And just watching battle. This has been an honor to be here.
So what does it mean to be the 2010 celebrity champion here, Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach?
It means I get a burgundy car and I reek of champagne. That's what it means.
Our champion, Bryan Austin Green, everybody.
Thank you,
Congratulations, Bryan. Oh, we got to get Jesse up here. Oh, my. He's alive. He's okay. Jesse McCartney.